Okay, so quarantine happened, and they said at the start that everyone, at the end of it, would come out with a new skill, having learned something new, made some progress in their life, or something like that. You know, we've got so much time to make progress on that. I wasn't really expecting to. I thought I was either going to spend 16 hours a day on YouTube or 16 hours a day on Twitch. And it would just be a matter of whether I was watching someone else's content or imagining I'm making my own. But amazingly enough, I did learn a few things, and so did everyone else in my family. My dad is retired right now, so he's been researching places he wants to go. Lots of the islands in the Caribbean area, things like that. My sister is in college right now for chemistry, and over the summer she was taking a course to get herself prepared, make sure she knew everything she needed to that she might have forgotten over the last year of high school. And I really liked her progress because she kept me updated on it a lot. And whenever I complimented her, I got a really positive reaction. So that was great. And my mom is in the healthcare industry, so she had to make sure she could keep her patients safe while also still helping them make progress with everything she was doing. I'm not going to make a joke about that because the stand-up's going to die worse than any of her patients. I spent my time learning how to be better at video games and getting ideas for this stand-up. So I guess I'm the only one who wastes my time. So they say that a lack of contact can make you crazy, and I think that might have happened with me. My biggest interaction with anybody who wasn't in my family was going to the grocery store over the summer. And that really doesn't amount to much. Saying hello, thank you, have a nice day to the cashier is like when you try to reconnect with one of your old friends from high school. You don't know what they're like at this point because you haven't stayed in touch, and they don't know you either because they don't look at all the stuff you post on Facebook. Neither of you is willing to open up to someone who's basically a complete stranger at this point. The difference with the cashier is you don't have the awkward memory of the time in 9th grade English class where you had to do the scene from Romeo and Juliet and neither of you could remember your lines. Grocery stores in general are really weird, I think. You hear a lot about all the weirdos at Walmart going in masks and half naked. But I've got an Aldi's in my town, which has just as much weirdness. I saw a guy walking out of there over the summer with a box that had a dozen heads of cauliflower in it. And that sounds like one of the people you hear about in math problems. But Charles buys 4 heads of cauliflower, 3 heads of lettuce, and 2 cucumbers every day for 4 weeks. How much will the children hate him when they can finally go get McDonald's? Maybe he also went crazy due to quarantine. So I'm not the greatest at transitions, so please just assume I somehow made a joke about someone being crazy and being in the bathroom.
Yeah, that was a good joke.
Thank you. Maybe something about an insane man running a hotel and stabbing people in the shower.
Go on.
The second laugh wasn't necessary. So obviously you spend a lot of time in the bathroom during quarantine, making sure you wash your hands and get rid of the COVID. And I discovered that I absolutely despise automatic paper towel dispensers. Why? What they dispense is never enough to dry your hands. Yeah. So I'm standing there, spit, 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 and I start drying my hands, walking away, get impatient with myself, throw the paper towels out. But my hands still aren't dry, and I can't go back to get more towels because there's someone else standing there. So as I'm walking out, I've got to do that awkward pat my hands, dry on my pants thing. So annoying and absolutely ridiculous. It seems completely redundant to dry your hands with 2 completely different things. So I've come up with a solution to eliminate one of them. Actually, I've got 2 solutions. The first, instead of making pants out of denim, we make them out of multiple layers of paper towels. Then, when you're done washing your hands, you just rip a huge chunk off your pants, dry them off, make sure you're completely dry, and throw them away. If it's coming into the summer, make sure you take them off the cuffs, and you turn your pants into shorts. The only thing you have to do is make sure you actually dry your pants completely, and don't absentmindedly wipe them off on your butt, or suddenly you're mooning everybody.
Yeah, nudity.
Idea, which is why I came up with my second one. Instead of having dispensers that dispense paper towels, we have them dispense pants. So, once you're going to wash your hands, you get a pair of pants, dry your hands off, and you bring your pants home with you. You use the pants to replace the nice towel in your bathroom, put that towel in the suitcase, and now you're ready when you go travel the galaxy. Pure reference. Thanks for
Reference I don't get. Ha ha.
Okay, I still suck at transitions, so we're just going to move on to the final part of this. So I'm really glad that I got the chance to do a stand-up and got so many ideas from this quarantine. I wanted to do one for years, like basically since I first came to RIT and started doing improv. But I never could, not just because I didn't have any ideas, but because the whole thing seemed so intimidating. Like you'll see the big name comedians do stand-ups, and they'll go through a dozen topics in 5 minutes. They'll start out making jokes. Hang on a moment.
It's just saying boo.
Boo. Thanks for the interruption. You know, forget it. I'm just going to continue. So these big comedians start out making jokes about the directions for baking bread. At the end, they're making a dozen jokes about climbing upstairs. So not only are they several steps ahead of me, but they're also several steps above me. I can't tell a dozen jokes about anything, and I certainly can't link random topics like that. I had enough trouble linking things from the book I didn't read in English class with the topics I didn't bother to memorize from English class. But I did get through this stand-up, so I guess I've at least gotten better at memorization, and when I couldn't remember the words, wherefore art thou Romeo? Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got to get home and have cauliflower for the 10th night in a row. Thank you very much.
Duncan.